Hi, this is the CAD CAM Lessons channel. In this video, I will show you the basic issues regarding the use of variables and parameters in FreeCAD. We will create a simple 3D model, the dimensions of which we will change by editing variables. Before we start, just a quick note. You'll find links to my FreeCAD courses in the description. It's also a great way to support the channel. Now, let's get started. I will start a new project in the Part Design module, and here I will start by creating a sketch on the XY plane. The goal of this video is not to discuss FreeCAD in detail or create a complicated 3D model, but to show you the principle using a simple example of how to create a 3D model whose parameters are described by variables and how to control it. I will show you a simple approach using a simple example. I will create a rectangle here, for example, with dimensions of 100 by 70 millimeters. Okay, I defined the dimensions of this rectangle. FreeCAD is a parametric 3D CAD system. What we are creating now is a sketch based on which a 3D model will be created. This 3D model will be parametric because this sketch is described using parameters, and in this case the dimensions are the parameters. We can change these dimensions. To change a dimension, double-click the left mouse button, enter a new dimension value, and the dimension is changed. The parameter has been changed and the sketch has adapted to the changes. Besides introducing changes this way, we can also assign these dimensions to variables, and then we can change selected variables, and the model will adapt to the changes introduced. First, I will create a simple model without using variables. I close this sketch, and based on this sketch, I will create a solid with a height of 10 millimeters. Okay, I will now move on to creating a second sketch. Here we will create a circle with a diameter of 60 millimeters, and based on this sketch we will create an extrusion of, for example, 15 millimeters. And we have such a model. Now if I make changes in the first sketch, that is, change a parameter, for example, change this dimension to 150, okay? The changes were applied to the model. We can name these dimensions, meaning these parameters. We can assign a variable to them. We can use parameters that are, for example, in the first sketch, in the next sketch, or in the next solid operation. To do this, I will now go to edit this sketch. Here I will return to the dimension of 100 millimeters. Okay, now, to name the dimension, to assign a name to the selected parameter, we double-click the left mouse button. Here we have the name field and we enter the name of this parameter. I will name this dimension L1. Okay. Now, regarding the second dimension, we can also name it, but in this case, we can also use equations and use that variable. We can use that dimension. To do this, we type constraints. Here, move the arrow down to select constraints, because a dimension is a constraint, and to use it as a parameter in an equation, we must select constraints. Next, we type L1, move the arrow down to select it, and here, for example, we will enter a mathematical operation. I will type minus 20 millimeters. Here is an important piece of information. If the dimension is in millimeters and we introduce a mathematical operation involving addition or subtraction, we must also include the units. I click OK. OK. Now, this dimension depends on that dimension. If I change this dimension, that dimension will also change automatically. We close the sketch. Now I would like to link the height of this part of the solid to the length of this side of the rectangle. We can do that too. We go to edit the pad operation. And here we can also enter an equation. Only in this case, we must reference the sketch. We do it like this. We type sketch, select the sketch, then constraints, because we are using constraints, then L1. And we will divide this by 10, for example. We click OK, we accept. Now the height of the solid depends on the length of the rectangle's side. If I now go to edit this sketch and change the length of this side to, for example, 200 millimeters, this side has changed. I close the sketch and the height of the solid has also changed. Okay. Regarding the parameter we have in the first sketch, we can also use this parameter in every subsequent sketch. To do this, while dimensioning the sketch, we enter an equation. And here, just like in the case of the pad operation, we refer to the sketch containing this parameter. We type sketch, constraints, and select L1. And for example, we will divide this value by 2. I press enter, enter again to confirm, and I click OK. I close the sketch. Now the dimensions of the sketch based on which this part of the solid was created are linked to the dimensions of the first sketch. We can do the same with the height of the second part of the solid. We define an equation. Here too, we refer to the first sketch because the parameter L1 is there. And we will divide this by 8, for example. I click OK. Now the entire model is controlled by one parameter. Changing the value of this dimension changes the entire model. Regarding parameter L1, we can change this parameter without entering sketch editing mode. If you select the sketch in the operation tree, we have the properties window here. Here we have the data tab, and we look for constraints. We have the L1 parameter here, and we can change this parameter. And the changes are applied to the entire model. That was a simple example to show you the principle of how parameters work. If you want to learn more about this specific topic, I discuss it in more detail in the FreeCAD course. I am posting the link to this training in the description below this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel